for you to look around the auction and see if you want to look at any of the items that you can't physically make it down here to look at. Of course, we do this every Friday for you to be able to ask your questions. All you've got to do is type your questions into the comment section. We can read them on the screen, and then we can take you to the item. Now, the reason this is helpful for people is that if you can't make viewing down here at Prestige, or you haven't seen the catalogue properly, or you've maybe seen something in the catalogue that you think, well, I wouldn't mind seeing at the side of that or around the back or whatever, then this is the way to do it. We give you this Friday Live every Friday at 2 p.m. So you can not only ask questions about items that are in the auction, but also ask questions about auctions in general. So without further ado, I'll take the phone off Tom, and we'll have a look around the auction. So here we go. We are at Prestige Auctions, of course, in Grimsby, DN31 3AX. If you are thinking of ever coming down here, and what items do we have in the auction? Well, if you've seen the auction already, you would have seen the catalogue on Facebook or any of the sneak peeks that we did through the week. Then you can see that it's a pretty damn good auction this week. There's lots and lots of gear in here. We've got one hell of a collection of musical instruments that's coming, from acoustic guitars to electric guitars to clarinets and all the rest of it. It really is a cracking auction this week. So, of course, don't forget, I can see there's one or two of you coming in now. If you do want to ask any questions, then you can ask your questions by typing them into the comments below. Let's have a look around the auction anyway and see some of the things. What's hot as well? What have people been looking at? Well, lots of people have been coming in to look at this one hell of a fantastic collection of musical instruments, whether you're after an acoustic guitar, electric guitar, a bass guitar. There's pretty much every kind of guitar here you could think of. There's Bruce there. Bruce there, where's my pictures of the Stones? Well, I might be able to send them over to you in a little while, actually, Bruce, because we did do the pictures yesterday. Okay, we have got a premiere going on tonight, showing you lots of stuff to do with the auction. And at the end of that premiere, I can tell you that there will be an announcement about when the catalogue is going live as well. We've just done the videos for that just now. So, Bruce, bear with me. I will try and get them over to you ASAP, but they are all done, and there's some much better pictures now. So, looking at the musical instruments, no problem, Bruce. Looking at the musical instruments, not only can you see the acoustics and the electric guitars and things there, well, if you do need to know anything about any of these, or you want to see the back of them or a closer up picture, then do let me know, and then I can go to them with the camera and show you these items, because look at them, there's just so many. Not only this, we've got a Luton van in this week's sale. We've got all these down here as well, all these guitars and drums and things as well. And then when we come down here, we've got some appliances. You can see we have the tellies on for you in here as well, playing DVDs. So you can see we've also got a big Dumb and Dumber thing there. We've got Iran Gallagher Music Shop, Freeman Street, Reed Guitars, Carl, thank you. And we come down here, and we've got some shelving units and these display cabinets as well as these pine quadruple wardrobes there. And then you come down here, you've got Tigger up there bouncing around probably, and some Star Trek stuff. But I can tell you this week as well, we've got a lot of really nice old collectibles in the room. So when you look down here, all these sort of collectible things, do you remember that? Pepper Army, it's a bit of an animal, and then these Vodafone things there, and then these collectible wrestling figures. Well, who remembers these? Type it in for me into that into the comments box if you remember these. Who remembers these tills? I'm not sure many of you will, but there you go. Those exciting till. And then we've got a lot of records in this week's auction as well. There's a lot of books. Now, I've been talking to you about the books and the paperwork. We've got a lot of ephemera in this week. And in fact, I'm going to head to the back room right now, having a slow walk down here so I don't make you all dizzy as we come down into the back room. And I can show you some of the stuff. We've had one hell of a collection coming from Scunthorpe this week. And basically, there's lots of boxes of newspapers and lots and lots of collectible stuff. Some of the books, some of the CDs, some of the maps and things, you know, this sort of stuff that you've got in these boxes, you know, the Jubilee celebration number, and a lot of it has been, you know, papered up as well to really look after it. Some old war newspapers in there as well. Well, this, of course, you can make money from. The reason you can buy these big boxes, you can take them away, you can split them up, and then go and sell this stuff on for a profit yourself. You know, when you look at this, Be My Baby, some Digipack CDs and things there, and you know, all this stuff, these are being sold in big boxes like this. So it's not like you're buying things in small amounts. You're buying it in big amounts so you can take it away and sell it. What's Bruce saying there? Blimey, them tills take me back. Yeah, there's some old stuff there, Bruce, for sure. But look at all these DVDs, you know, and it's not just DVDs, there's stuff on, there's music DVDs, there's big box sets, there's loads of old Doctor Who stuff as well. When you come down here, you've got boxes of VHSs as well. Now, don't be too quick to write VHSs off, because just recently we've seen at Prestige Auctions, we've seen a slight upturn in those being sold. They used to be quite a struggle, but they're not so much a struggle anymore. Please, can you show us the VHS tapes? Yes, I can. Let's go around to some of the VHS tapes. So, in some of the VHS tapes here, this box is a particularly good one. This is lot number 873. Lots of Simpsons box sets, as you can see in there, and lots of stuff to do with football as well, and Tottenham Hotspur and stuff, if you can call that football. And then best, no, I'm not. I haven't watched Tottenham, so I can't really say that. And then you look down here, Jethro Tull, Best of Blondie, The Jam, and all sorts of stuff. So look at that, Aces on Video, Crashes Special 3. You'll get all that on YouTube these days. And then we've got more boxes of VHS here, Clockwork Orange and things, and Star Wars box sets, Return of the Jedi. And these boxes are completely full. And there you go, look. The original Beetlejuice, and of course Beetlejuice 2 is now out in the cinemas. So there you go. That's just some of the VHSs that are in there, and then there's some of this stuff in the boxes as well, and more VHSs, and then more DVDs. So what's Bruce saying there? I came up the wrong week. Oh, Bruce, this is a cracking sale. It really, really is. I actually spoke talking to Lisa last night. I'm quite excited about this, but while there's a few of you watching, please get yourself watching the premiere tonight at 8 o'clock. We're giving you the first look at some of the stuff in our specialist sale on the 16th of October. And this really is a special sale. Over 900 lots in one day we're doing. And there's coins, jewelry, there's the rocks and crystals and toys and God knows what. And we're also going to be giving you information on when the catalogue will be going live as well, so you can get involved with the bidding straight away. Surprise, surprise, there's Scylla. Look, and you can see another box of interesting collectibles, whether it be old radio times, old Christmas radio times. Now, look, some of them up on eBay. Some of them make a few quid. That lovely old mirror up there as well. And we come down here, we've got more boxes of DVDs and VHSs. See you later, Dave. And we've got books as well. And then we've got more boxes down here. We've got some Royal Albert hidden away in a box down there. And then you've got more DVDs and CDs and things. Of course, don't forget, just stick a message in the bottom. We're reading them as you put them if you want to know anything. We've got some nice vintage old split cane fishing rods on there as well. Then in the back room, what about these for wardrobes? Look at the size of these. And why wouldn't you go to the auction to look for this sort of stuff? Because this stuff can be really cheap. Some of this stuff can sell from £3 a lot, which is our minimum bid. Look at that Makita saw bench down there. We come down this side here. You know, you might just be after a box of golf balls, or maybe a kid's toy, or some of these tools and things. We've got some golf clubs down the back, and we've got these. These are hidden away a little, but these are well worth a bid. These space heaters, they're a lot of money to buy. And then if you look down here, you've got this adult pedal go-kart. These are hundreds of pounds to buy, I'm reliably told. So maybe you could get round the ULEZ in London if you set one of those down there. But I'm sure that before long, they'd put a tax on that as well. Anyway, coming down here, we've got boxes of books and various items. We've got folding tables, and then all sorts of interesting stuff in the sale once again. Look at that one there, for instance. Look at that. How much would that metal tool tidy cost you? It'd be a lot of money. So Larry's put there, afternoon, Carl. I remember the children's tills, and we used to have take fake coins. We did, yeah, with them, which at the time taught us how to count money. I think Brenda must have what? had one cause, she now counts mine. Yes, absolutely. And so she should, because you also always spend it in the auction, Larry. And long may that continue. But do you know what? I can tell you a little story there. When I was a young lad in the late 70s, I found out that the 2p coins, the plastic coins, used to fit the vending machines that they had outside shops. So if you put one of the plastic 2p's in, you used to get dispensed the sweets. And I used to have a big bag of sugared almonds that never used to cost me anything other than a few plastic coins. But don't ever tell the people that those machines there was. They might still be after me. Anyway, there we go. We've got these Hewitt's brothers, the old Hewitt's crates and that in there. There's bound to be a bit of interest in those. And we'll come around here. That's somebody that's in the auction viewing. And then we've got all these boxes down here. Right, so where else should we go? Thank you. We've got all these boxes here. Look at these now. Anybody remember these? These are original Apple Macintosh computer bits there. There's quite a few boxes of this stuff in this week. Look out for these. These are a bit hidden away, and there is lots of money to be made on those ones. Marshall amplifiers as well. We've got more Apple stuff in that box there, bits and bobs. And then when you come down here, you've got more various guitar amps. I've got a big one down there as well. And then down here, PV and custom and goodness knows what else. And there you've got Tom, look, stood behind the jewelry counter, waiting to serve you right now. So as we come down here, we've got these this nice old clock as well, grandmother clock. My lace is untied. I'm probably going to fall over. And what about this? Korg Triton. This was one of the old... So Bruce is saying, hi, Tom. Hi, Bruce. Hi, there you go. There he is. So Bruce was the gentleman that was up from London last week. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he comes to see us every now and then. Would you leave your kids on that these days? This isn't a really old-fashioned seesaw that you'd have chucked in the garden. The kids would have had hours of fun. Maybe broke the odd bone or two, but, you know, it didn't matter because it was the 1970s. Anyway, we've got this Korg Triton keyboard there. You could have seen that probably with Duran Duran or something back in the day on top of the pops. And I'm not wrong, though, am I? With all the stuff that went on in the 60s and 70s, it didn't matter. It was just fun breaking bones, wasn't it? Anyway, there you go. And your mum would have said to you, once you fell off that and hurt yourself and you'd have been crying, she'd have gone, shut up and get on with it, because that's how we rolled back in the day. Anyway, we come down here. We've got all this fantastic furniture, some of these nice bits of pine and that. And you've also got big fridges and freezers and washing machines and goodness knows what else in the auction. It's a great place to come, Prestige Auctions, DN31 3AX. You really need to come. What's Larry saying there now? Right today, Bruce. Oh, right, so you're just having your own little chat on there. Well done, guys. And that's another thing that we promote heavily down at Prestige Auctions, is that everyone gets on, and that's what's nice about it. Who's ready for Christmas? Who's ready for this lot? Oh, my God. I'm just going to pull the camera out just a little bit so you can see all of the alcohol that's in this week's sale. There is loads of it. Bell's Whiskey. Now, I can almost tell you right now that Bruce is getting excited as I start lifting things like this bottle of Glenfiddich and this old bottle of Glenfiddich and these single malts that are all over the place. And this lot here could be sold from £3 a lot tomorrow, because we're licensed tomorrow to sell this stuff. So what's we put in here? So SHG Retro. Quick question, Carl. How come you don't show air rifles when they come in? I know Facebook aren't keen on showing them. Oh, absolutely right. So, okay, the reason we don't show them is because we're not 100% sure of regulations on them. Now, we know that YouTube are okay with showing them, but we haven't really had any air rifles in since we've been doing just strictly a YouTube video. Most of our videos have gone through Facebook. Now, if you notice, now I'm showing you all this right now. We haven't even shown the pictures of the alcohol on there because we've had so many, problems in the past where somebody gets offended because we show this, that, and the other. And, so we tend to just try and play it as safely as possible. But you will see that these bottles, all these bottles here, like I say, I've not even been shown on Facebook because we just try to say right side of them. You know, Facebook's been very good to us over the years in terms of the advertising, the followers that we've got on there. So we try and say right side of them. That way we don't get any problems. We don't want kicking off there. So that's the reason why. But I mean, we will show some of the air rifles and that on YouTube. We're not too bothered about that because YouTube are pretty good. So I think Carl is playing safe. Yeah, absolutely, like I've just said. So I hope that answers your question. Larry's put there, hey, never Bruce and the whiskey and first year in Donny. Oh my God, look at this. House of Commons Scotch whiskey. And what else have we got? So what's some more Glenfiddichs at the back? And I think we've got one or two other bottles. Oh, look at that, Larry, as well. Bit of Glenmorangie as well. Well, all these whiskies. I can see you spending a few quid tomorrow, Mr. Ditchburn. There's no doubt about that. And we've got some Bacardis in there. Chivas Regal. We've got gins in there. Hey, what about this, everybody? Can somebody tell me what the point of this is? Gordon's alcohol-free gin. Gordon's alcohol-free gin, right next to a bottle of moonshine, blood orange moonshine. All these great things all being sold tomorrow. But I do like the Bell's whiskey collection across the top there. Some of these are very collectible and these are all full. Okay, so this is what you can buy tomorrow at Prestige Auctions. Larry Ditchburn just needs a straw. Alcohol free, what's the point? I'm not quite so sure. But we must point out, as always, that some of these items that we're selling here tomorrow are collectibles like these here. So this crate here of beers, these are all the old royal wedding beers and that from back in the day. So, you know, I wouldn't advise drinking any of those. They're just collectibles, really. But there are bits and bobs. And people, you know, we're all adults. We can make our own decisions on what we can and can't drink. So there you go. Even that Stella up there, that's an older one as well. Nice collectibles, lots of stuff, lots of bargains to be had, hopefully tomorrow. And you'll all be involved in buying some of them. So SHG Retros, but so flavoured water then, yeah, pretty much. Some of them bottles are as old as Larry and me. They probably are. But what about this one, guys? Look at this one. This Lamb's Navy rum. That is, I can't even remember them having that kind of advertising on the front of their bottles, but there you go. That's a nice old bottle. Maybe worth a few quid if you was to put it into a specialist auction somewhere, or maybe bottle of Pernod. And what else we got here? Oh, we've got even hid away some Johnny Walker at the back as well. So we're trying to advertise this one out there to get you lot down here and bidding. And what about these at the bottom? Crates of alcohol. Now, I can tell you somebody who's not drinking right now is Lisa. And there she is in the office, hiding herself away. Lisa, how are you? Say hello. I think Bruce and Larry are on there. Do you want to say hello to them? Good afternoon, Bruce and Larry, she's saying there, because she can't really hear her because she hasn't got a walkie-talkie on. Now, Lisa's got a bit of a headache today, haven't you, Lisa? How is it now? It's in. Are you enjoying yourself today? You love your life at Prestige Auctions, don't you? Okay, so someone's put here, some of them bottles are, that's what Hitler drunk. Lisa, give us some animal noises. Lisa's saving them ones for tomorrow. She's got Tigger, but you're going to have to watch into tomorrow's auction to watch that one. Where can I see the other items you're selling, Victoria West? Which items are those, Victoria? And Quinifer's put hi, Lisa, as well. So, don't start yawning. You've got another 7 hours to do, yeah, and then more when you get home. Yeah, absolutely. Are we having a takeaway tonight? No, we're not. Anyway, diets are going well. Lisa, did you say the same this week, Lisa? Yeah, she's a bit miserable about that. I lost another pound. Anyway, I'm sure I won't. Oh, here comes Tom again. So we're going to have Tom and Lisa in shot now. And there you go. So, so let's put that Victoria West check Prestige page. Well, watch that premiere tonight, guys. The premiere tonight is one to, we've messed it up a little bit, or I've messed it up a little bit. I messed up not putting the right pictures on the screen, so I've had to go back in and edit it. So there's a couple of jumps, but I can tell you tonight's premiere is over an hour long. There's so much to show you, the jewelry and everything. Look at that fantastic box of old Now CDs, and there's another box of them up there as well. So there's lots and lots of, oh, hang on, I'm looking for cut glass, decanter and glasses. Well, there's bound to be some of those in here. In fact, I know there is. There's some in the back room. So if you go onto Facebook, you'll find all the pictures of what's in this week's auction. Atari Flashback there, the Atari game there, and then we come down here. You've got all sorts of autographs, and that there, that is an old Singer sewing machine. I can tell you now that them ones are worth a few quid. Look them old Singers up. They're not the normal Singers, those that fit in that case. The last one that was in here did over £100 from what I can remember. I have a complete collection Quinifer's put in there. That's great. Look at this Action Man training tower in there. And then we come down here. We've got one or two more instruments, an old scale, and loads of people looking in the books. And we've got records and things down there as well. So it's looking like a great sale, this, everybody. We're looking forward to doing this one tomorrow. And I can tell you right now that set up behind those doors over there is another great auction for you coming up on October the 16th. So if anyone I have full games full of all the retro consoles and games. Need to get rid of them. Come and talk to us, because the retro stuff and the games and everything is doing loads of money in here at the minute. Loads and loads of money. So come and talk to us. Send us a message or give us a ring. 07904 272 558. That'll bring you straight through to me. We're looking forward to this auction. We're looking forward to the special sales. But more than anything, we're looking forward to seeing you all at Prestige Auctions. And we will do tomorrow, all being well. Take care, everybody. Have a great Friday. And we'll see you all very